Welcome back to TERRA at Home, and we are back at CoreLink Wellness Center in Burlington. We were here a short time ago and we were talking about some of the treatments that they offer here, but now we're going to be specific. We're here with Dr. Kiani and we're talking about naturopathic medicine, and that is your specialty.
Yes.
That's what you've studied,
Yep.
And I think people are of interest, but they're not sure exactly what it is. So why don't we explain what naturopathy is?
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'll start off by saying I've been in practice since about 2005. I'm also a member of the clinical faculty at the Canadian College of Naturopathic Medicine. So you want to know a little bit about what naturopathic medicine is. It's basically, what we do here is a general family practice. So we see all kinds of patients with all kinds of conditions. But I think what distinguishes naturopathic medicine is its philosophy and its treatment approach.
Okay.
So we treat individuals as individuals. So any two cases are unique. Our approach is very holistic, so we look at all factors that affect somebody's health, and the treatment plans that we come up with are all natural, and they support the body's natural abilities to heal. The therapies that we use are natural as well, so they have minimal side effects, and I think that's important in today's healthcare to minimize the side effects and promote somebody's vitality as opposed to just treating symptoms.
Now, when someone's coming to you, do you find it's somebody that's maybe sort of lost faith? They think they've lost faith in the general medical world. They maybe have been taking so many types of medications and drugs that sometimes people find that they're not working for them anymore, right?
Sometimes that's the case. Yeah, often that's the case because people are looking for other answers, and a naturopathic doctor is a perfect guide for that. Instead of going to just a health food store and asking a clerk, and people that
that's overwhelming, isn't it?
Yeah, that don't have the training. Naturopathic doctors have the training in alternative and complementary therapies. But I do like working with individuals, doctors, conventional doctors. It is about complementary medicine, so working together, and finding the right solution. I don't think there's any one perfect solution for somebody's health concerns, so approaching it from different angles, both conventionally and from a natural perspective, people get the best results.
I think that's a great approach actually for people. You can't just say you're fed up with one part of the industry, right? Everybody's working together for the same means. So let's talk about maybe some of the type of therapies that you do for people. Again, from just a simple, sometimes people just can't get rid of that cough or that cold. They feel like they're always sick.
Right. And this time of year is perfect for that. So the type of therapies we use, I think at the core of what we do is a lot of nutritional counseling. I really do believe you are what you eat, and it affects your health. So we do a lot of nutritional counseling and also lifestyle counseling. What are the things in your lifestyle, maybe your patterns of work, stress, sleep, those sorts of things that affect your physical health, but not only your physical, but your mental health and emotional health as well. But then our other specific therapies are herbal medicines. We use a lot of herbal medicines. We use a lot of vitamin and mineral therapies, homeopathic medicines. I do acupuncture as well. And a very specific kind of therapy that I do is intravenous vitamin therapy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so someone's heard about that and read about that. So what exactly is that? And is it for everybody?
Well, you need to be assessed to see if it is right for you. There are conditions that it's better for. So intravenous vitamin therapy is where we introduce nutrients like vitamins and minerals via the intravenous route instead of eating things. I think it's for more advanced conditions. I treat a lot of people who have digestive problems and can't absorb nutrients, no matter if they're eating right or taking supplements.
Really?
So individuals with conditions like colitis or Crohn's or even IBS. So introducing it via the intravenous route, it bypasses the digestion, and it's 100% absorbed into your system, and it can have an effect to help restore your system.
But what vitamins are we talking about here?
So it can be vitamins, usually water-soluble vitamins, so B vitamins, calcium, magnesium, and vitamin C. Vitamin C is particularly interesting. What we do with that here is I do a lot of work with individuals who are going through cancer treatment. So high-dose vitamin C is a therapy that you can do via intravenous, and it has a variety of different effects, and it's still kind of experimental, but I've had a lot of experience with people, and it helps improve their quality of life, and has a direct anti-cancer effect.
Wow.
So individuals who are, whether they're going through conventional care, such as surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation, or for aftercare when they've gone through the gamut of treatments and they're looking for prevention, future prevention from recurrence.
Yes.
That's one of the therapies that we do. And of course, it's not for everybody, and you need to be assessed to see if it's
I think that's good for people to know that even exists. I don't think some people, you know, and most people have experience knowing somebody that's had to go through all of that, right? Those treatments and how they just deplete the body of everything, right? So you're lethargic for a very, very long period of time, right? So you're trying to get back all the good stuff that it took away.
Right.
So you're kind of trying to inject that back into them. So again, I think the whole analysis of that and just knowing that there is another approach that's more natural, that, you know, I think that's really nice for people to know and get themselves back on track again, to feel good, right?
Exactly.
Feel alive. And
it's about supporting somebody's vitality and health. And you know, there are natural treatments. Some people think they're totally benign, and there are natural treatments that can interfere with your regular medications, or if you're going through chemotherapy, there's some things that you shouldn't be taking. And that's where my expertise come in, to help guide people through that. Everything is really evidence-based. The type of medicines that we use is evidence-based, which means that there's research behind these natural therapies, the ones that we're using. There's research behind them so that they don't interfere with conventional care.
So and I think the part that we should mention too is that you don't have to be sick to come see you.
Right.
Right?
There is optimization. So it's not just about disease control, where you want to control somebody's symptoms or get rid of somebody's symptoms. I often treat sports athletes, people who want to enhance their performance, or people who are generally okay, but they want to do better. So modifying small things in their diet, getting the right supplement can help them feel more energetic, get sick less often, reduce the frequency of colds and coughs and that sort of thing. Or treat chronic conditions such as diabetes or cardiovascular disease, minimizing the risk of future problems.
See, I like that idea too. So, and I think again, you know, to remind people that in Core Lake Wellness Center, so it's everything. So by coming to you, you can also, you know, give them the options of visiting some of the other colleagues here as well, right? And it becomes complementary services, and it just makes people overall wellness, right? Feel good. So I guess someone coming to you, basically, you'll just kind of get a full-on background on, you know, everything about them. And then from there you analyze and you move forward.
We get to know each other really well. We do the initial appointment's about an hour long. So I ask everything about your current condition, your current goals, and your future goals with your health. But then we dive into the past and look at your past medical history, what medications or supplements you might be on, because that's what kind of has gotten
to where you are
now. And then I work as a team with you. I don't just tell you what to do. I ask what fits, what's right for you, and then we make decisions together.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for speaking here today. And your website here again
is www.kianind.com.
Very good. Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Kiani. We're here again at Core Link Wellness Centers. We'll be back with more.
Live colorfully at TERRA, where color lives.
This year, get the most out of your lawn with the fertilizer that gives you the most for your money. Scott's Turf Builder. Some brands have filler like sand, sawdust, even gravel, things you don't want on your lawn. Turf Builder has no filler. It's 100% food for a deep feeding you can see, feel, and enjoy. For a lawn that can't be beat, get a fertilizer that can't be copied. Scott's Turf Builder. All food, no filler. And try new Turf Builder Green Max with 3 times the iron for deeper greening.
Welcome back to TERRA at Home, and it's that time of year when you start to look outdoors and you start to think about how you can improve the look of your front yard or your backyard. We're here with Sean Grant from Pacific Rim Brackets, and you're just that. You provide all the extra little pieces that
That's right, yes.
that you know, again, provide the aesthetics and make, you know, that backyard extra special. And of course, a lot of your products are carried here at TERRA. And let's talk a little bit about this product line specifically. These baskets and the weave structure and the durability of all of this.
Sure. We offer TERRA a line of planter containers this year. They come in multiple sizes. We also have a window box, and new to this year too are baskets and cones. And they're finished in a poly weave rattan material. It's a PB material that's sun and fade resistant. It's also tear resistant. It really works well with all the furniture that you see out in the marketplace. It really complements that. And
people looking at them would recognize them right away because there's something very beautiful and very nice and simple and structured and modern about them. And I like that you can continue to add on to the pieces. There's different sizes.
Absolutely.
And, you know,
each year we tend to bring in about 3 or 4 new designs to really complement that basis that is out there. As I said, new this year are some window cones and baskets finished in that poly weave, and they're great for indoor or outdoor applications. The containers really fit for large spaces or small spaces. Privacy screens, which is new again for this year too, again finished in that poly weave material.
Right. Yeah, I like that idea of a privacy screen.
Exactly. Yeah. Plant caddies and nested table sets. Out on the patios, there's just nobody seems to be offering an accessory to kind of really work with the furnishings that are so readily available.
And I think that's what happens is a lot of times you look around your backyard and it's just bits and pieces of everything, and even though you're trying to coordinate even by color, even by shape, sometimes it just looks off and it starts to look cluttered.
That's right.
So if you can get a type of theme through the backyard of even, again, just the pieces all have that same look, but again, different styles, then you're starting to create more of a nice clean look across the yard.
That's right. We focus on 2 main colors, black, which goes with everything, of course, and a deep espresso color, again, that's complementing all the neutral tones of furniture out there as well, too, and planters. So it really lends well with any backyard application.
And now, again, so let's talk a little bit about the durability of this. A lot of times people are concerned, even through the nice seasons, the spring, summer, fall, we're worried. You were mentioning that they're fade resistant.
That's right.
That's key. I mean, that sun is beating down on them, and,
that's right.
and the weather, too. We get some tough weather sometimes.
That's right. Yeah, so there's UV protectors in the product. It's woven to have that natural weave kind of look to it and feel. And again, it really is durable. I mean, the proper care would be just a light washing with soap and water to really enhance and keep that product together. But again, they're really designed durable to really work well with the furnishings that are out there.
So again, you're not going to get that rotting effect like you get with a real rattan or something like that.
That's right. The inside application too, they're constructed with a powder coat metal finish too. So it's really all the inside and outside details are really covered off so that you can really be assured. The liners are either biodegradable cocoa liner that you can dispose of at the end of the season, or new this year as well, we're using a zinc application that again is designed to withstand the elements as well too.
Oh, that's a great idea. Now, so with some of the wall mountings and the ones that you're doing now in the winter time, should you be taking all these down and inside?
No, not necessarily. Again, all of our products are hand pounded. They're finished in a durable powder coat finish. They're designed really to withstand the elements that are out there. The baskets themselves, I mean, to prolong any lifespan, it's nice to bring them in, cover them in our harsh winters. But generally speaking, they're really designed to be durable out there in their home.
Now, again, a variety of products. I know the one that I just noticed, just looking at the brochure, was the one that you can actually put a hose inside.
That's right.
And I mean, that's the one that's a bit of a pain for a lot of people. The hoses are strewn all over their backyards. But this is actually a container. And again, some containers are not very attractive.
Right.
But it's the same, again, same material.
That's right.
Same look.
Same durability. And you can fit 150 feet of hose in that. So you can really tuck that away, keep that on your deck, and have it there accessible when you need it. And it's a furniture piece. It matches your furnishing and your planters that are on the deck.
And I think what's great about it, again, is that you can continue to add to these pieces. So I guess probably some of your top sellers are the baskets, or the planters themselves.
That's right. Yes.
I mean, that's what I'm seeing more of. In terms of sizes, what are we looking at in terms of small to big?
Well, we start off, we have a 15-inch, goes up to 17 and to a 19. Generally speaking, height is around 24. That's in our line of planter containers. containers. Generally, window boxes are a 24-inch or 30-inch window box, nice and deep. For good root retention. New again this year is the baskets and the cones, and they're about a 14 and 16 inch that we offer as well too. And again, they're designed for that durability, but more importantly for good plant retention.
Well,
so you're going to get good rooting.
That's what I was wondering. So again, people are often concerned about proper drainage with some of these.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. And the nice thing about using a cocoa application, it is a natural, it really aids in the development of roots. So it gives you a water barrier, it allows that water to wick up, moisture up, and it's again, it's biodegradable. You can dispose of it at the end of the year. We have replacement liners readily available at TERRA at all stores. So it's something that you can just continue to use each year.
That's smart. And I think because of the overall material, the substance itself, again, even if it's sitting in water, it's not really going to harm it.
Not at
all.
And that's why we chose zinc too as a new application, because it's something that we have holes that drilled in to allow for excess water to drain off, but it also, again, it withholds to the elements. You don't have to worry about it rusting up or diminishing the look of your product.
That's great, because it's always a concern. Sometimes things get warped as well.
That's right.
So we don't have to worry about any of that.
That's right. All of our planters are tested for weight ratios to ensure that they maintain their structure integrity, and they're really designed to hold up in the hillside.
So I like the new one that's sort of this twisted espresso type look. It's still a bit different.
This is something we've offered for a few years, and again we've expanded this coming year, and it's in our natural twisted willow. So it's natural willow. And it's a great 4-season basket. It's something that has just proven the test of time, and the nice thing about it, it just gets better with age. Each year, it just it takes on natural hues. It breaks down slightly, but the color contrast comes through, and it just has a natural, organic look to it. And it's an alternative to metal or to cocoa. It's just again more of a natural look that you can aid. This year, we've added some planter containers, some more window boxes, some sconces for your doors, as well as half-boom window boxes for around the house. So it's a great new feature. It's a real robust, again, natural looking
And again,
product.
that's because some people want where everything kind of blends into their backyard. Some people like that real kind of cutting modern edge where you're seeing the planter and it really stands out. Some people want it to blend in. So this gives you a choice.
Choice, exactly.
Yeah. All right, great. So again, a lot of the products here available at TERRA. They're available now. You can come in. It's a perfect time of year to kind of plan and look overall around this, the store. Figure out what you want to do. You've got people here from TERRA that can help you with the planters and sort of figure out what you want to put in them, and again, you guys provide the product, and TERRA makes it happen.
That's right.
Makes it good.
It's a great partnership. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on the show. And again, it's Pacific Rim brackets, and again, all our products are available here at TERRA, and it's a good time of year to get things rolling. We'll be back with more TERRA at Home right after this.
AM 900 CHML is giving you more news when you want it most. Non-stop news weekday mornings 5 till 9, weekday afternoons 3 to 6, with weather and traffic on the 9s. Hear about it first from AM 900 CHML, Hamilton's news talk leader.
Welcome back to TERRA at Home. I'm here with Chef Rachel. We're in the kitchen here at the main TERRA store here in Waterdown, and we're making kind of a fun sort of a dish. Actually kind of light because it doesn't involve any carbohydrates.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we're making wraps, but with lettuce.
Exactly. We're making lettuce wraps, which is what I call them.
Yeah.
We're using pork as the main ingredient, so pork lettuce wraps, and great snack. Even light dinner, and exactly, they're delicious, but they're so healthy. So
yeah, and they're so good.
Yeah,
really nice for entertaining too, right? People tend to like them, so
yeah, they're kind of fancy.
Okay.
I'll put this pan on. We're gonna make our mixture and our sauce kind of in this pan here. So we'll just get that going on a medium heat. I already have the pork cooking, so I just bought a pound of ground pork. And basically, I just want to cook it with a little bit of oil until it's no longer pink inside, cooked all the way through, and then we can mix that in here after.
Okay.
Now you could also use beef or chicken, whatever kind of protein you like. If you even want protein, you don't have to. You can leave that out and just do veggies.
Okay. But it's really reminiscent more of an Asian type of a dish, right? So it's going to have a lot of those ingredients, those components, to have a sort of an Asian influence and taste to it.
Yes.
So yeah, for people to kind of get a basic idea where we're going here. But
right. So we have a lot of different ingredients measured out here. So I'll explain them all to you when we go along. It is kind of repeating a bunch of the same kind of flavors here. We're going to make a sauce after for dipping, which is the same flavors there, but we'll start off in this pan with some oil, just regular olive oil or vegetable oil with some chopped onion.
Okay.
And a couple cloves of garlic.
Kind of the two basic ingredients of so many things.
Yes, that's usually what I start
Pastas,
everything
soups,
with.
whatever, right? It's all. But that's what makes the kitchen smell good.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a very fragrant dish with the onions and the garlic and the hoisin.
And the hoisin.
Sesame oil is wonderful. In this whole recipe, I think we're using about 1 tablespoon, but a little goes a long way.
A little does, yep.
With sesame oil. So, saute that up for a moment. We can add in some mushrooms. So, I like adding mushrooms to this, finely chopped. And when I use mushrooms, I usually use a mix of cremini and button mushrooms.
Okay.
That's just my preference.
But yeah, that's the great thing about this is you could use any kind of mushrooms, right? And you could go into shiitakes and really go with the Asian theme if you wanted.
Fancy.
But yeah.
Yeah, and again with switching up the ingredients, so many different vegetables you can add to this.
Sure.
So create your own. Okay. So that's sauteing. Everything's cut up pretty small, so it doesn't take very long to to cook.
Okay.
Let me just check on this pork here. It's almost done.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good.
Okay, that looks good. I think we can turn that off the heat now. Okay, so now for all the good stuff in here. Got this on a low heat. Soy sauce to start off. About a 1/4 cup of hoisin, which is sauce that you could just buy.
How much soy did you put in there? Just a couple teaspoons?
It was about a tablespoon.
Tablespoon? Okay.
Tablespoon of soy sauce.
Okay.
A 1/4 cup of hoisin.
Now the hoisin's really going to, if anyone's had, traditional Chinese food and have had the wraps, with the Peking duck and all that, right? Yeah, the hoisin is that same kind of flavoring, and that's what really these are reminiscent of. That's what's going to really
that's
give
gonna,
it that. Yeah, like already that smells so good.
That's the best part. Sometimes I even like to dip these in hoisin after, aside from the dipping sauce. Put more hoisin on sauce. You can never get enough of this stuff.
Yeah, that flavor is, it's got that bit of almost that Chinese five spice in there, right? So that's just that works.
Great flavor.
Yeah.
Some chopped up ginger.
Okay.
About a tablespoon or so. Then we have some rice wine vinegar.
Okay.
Tablespoon. Some chili sauce. So you can get different sauces or pastes. This is a sriracha sauce. It's hot, so a couple tablespoons of that we can put in.
Ooh, that is going to add some.
A little bit of zing.
Yeah.
Wow, that's looking good already. Okay, water chestnuts.
Yes.
So these you can just get in a can usually, and I've just chopped them up. About the same size as the...
Yeah, so again, you're just kind of keeping it sort of that same theme size with the onions and the mushrooms, everything. Okay.
Yep.
That works.
We have some sliced green onion here. And then we'll finish it off with our sesame oil.
And I noticed you did a sort of a side cut on the green onions, right? So
yeah, I do that just
it looks
for
nice though, but that's what you normally see when you're eating Asian food. They usually seem to be cut that way. On the buy, right? So versus what people, you just chopping them square at home.
Exactly.
They look nice like that.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, there we go. So that is, that's basically our mixture. I'm just going to keep it on a low simmer it a little bit, make sure it's nice and thick.
Let the flavors all kind of work.
At this time, we can add a little bit of the pork in.
Okay. I see. So you're adding the pork directly to the sauce.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can, you can drain this. I'm just going to add a little bit in right now just to get it coated in the sauce.
Wow.
And another nice idea too would be to add some finely julienne carrots. Might give it a little bit more color.
And again, with something like this, because you are going to be wrapping it in a lettuce leaf, you do want to keep everything fine, right? You don't want big chunks of things, especially if you're, a lot of times, especially if you're entertaining and you're holding something nice in your hand, you don't want big chunks falling off on the floor. Yes. So if you keep everything small, it's easier to manage and it tends to stay inside of the wrap a little bit better. People are worried about this stuff eating, you've got a drink in one hand and you're trying to not spill all over someone's carpet.
Exactly. So there we go. That's our mixture all done.
Perfect. That's
Looks really good. And then the sauce
Okay.
is just as easy. Again, the same ingredients. We have some of the rice vinegar, some of our chili, about a tablespoon of the chili sauce.
Okay.
Sesame oil, soy sauce, pinch of sugar.
Pinch of sugar.
Pinch of sugar.
Okay.
And some more finely chopped green onion.
Okay.
And we can mix that together, and that's a nice, like a dipping sauce.
All right, so we'll continue to mix this as we go to break. We'll come back and we'll wrap them all up and we'll show you the finished product.
Live color fully at TERRA, where color lives.
I don't get it, Dave. I use grass seed just like you, and mine's not growing as well as yours.
It's the difference between uncoated seed and Scott's Turf Builder coated grass seed.
Coated grass seed is different?
Yeah, you can see it's different just by pouring it into water.
How does it work?
It's like every seed is wrapped in a water-absorbing sponge.
I can almost picture it.
Introducing Scott's Turf Builder Coated Grass Seed. The exclusive coating absorbs up to 2 times more water. It's the quicker, easier way to start growing a healthy lawn. New Scott's Turf Builder Coated Grass Seed.
Welcome back to TERRA at Home. We are so excited because we can't wait to eat these. We have made our little lettuce wraps here with Chef Rachel, and they're all ready to go.
Yeah, so the mixture's all done. You know, we had all of our sauce, our soy sauce poison, vinegar, hot sauce,
Ginger.
Ginger, chestnuts, everything that we had cooked up in here. We added the pork in, and basically it's all done now that it's all mixed together. And I'm just gonna put it in this little bowl here. The best way to serve these actually are just like I'm doing. So the filling on the side, the lettuce leaves, and people can just make their own.
Yeah, that's a great idea because then people can kind of put how much they want in. Now, what type of lettuce would you recommend using for this? What is this?
So this is Boston lettuce.
Yeah.
I like the bright color of the lettuce, and I think it makes a perfect size wrap.
Yeah. And it's like a soft type of lettuce too, right?
Yeah.
So it has just a nice...
I just think that this is perfect. I mean, you could use iceberg. That's not one of my favorite.
Yeah, I've seen people use that before, but I really like this idea. I think that's a good pick.
Yeah, also romaine if you want. So any type, but this would be my #1 choice.
Okay, so show us how you make one. And of course we have the sauce that you made as well earlier too, to add to it.
Right, so just put a little bit of filling right in the middle.
Okay.
And just wrap it up, whatever's easiest for you, just like a taco almost.
Yeah.
That's why it's something that that your guests can kind of do on their own, because
they're responsible for their mess.
Exactly. It's not really something that you can wrap up and make.
No, you can't unless you
make
stuck
extremely
toothpicks in them, I guess, or something.
Right.
But.
So just as you fill it, wrap it however you see fit, and then and go for it. Now you can dip it in the dipping sauce. Everyone can have their own little bowl of the dipping sauce, but that's it. So nice, healthy alternative to a wrap.
And again, using any kind of meat you want. Now, if you were to use, you were mentioning possibly using grilled vegetables instead. You would just kind of saute up some vegetables?
Yeah.
Just some peppers and things like that?
Yeah, whatever kind of vegetables you like, just saute in the pan all together and add in all your sauces.
That's kind of a nice vegetarian. So again, by kind of setting them in separate dishes, you're allowing people to make the choice and again, a really healthy hors d'oeuvre type of thing, or again, a meal. As we're about to make it.
Exactly, exactly. Lots
and of course, you can check out these on our website. Again, all of Rachel's recipes are on our website, terragreenhouses.com, and you can check us out every Saturday morning, nice and early. Thanks so much, Chef Rachel. These are good, and we can't wait to try these.